Yeah. So good afternoon, children. Yesterday we have discussed. Okay. Yesterday we have discussed about the zero of polynomial. Yes. Yesterday we have discussed about zero of polynomial. So what is zero of polynomial? I said any of the polynomial equate to zero. Okay. So by equating zero, what do you find, sir? Means we find the unknown variable. What do you find? Unknown variable. Like unknown variable in the sense of it may be the x value, it may be the a value, it may be the q value, or whatever it is. Unknown variable we find by using the zero of polynomial. Okay. And yesterday we have done the problem on this also. Like see, like a p of x is equal to p of x. Page number 57 here. Page number 57. Lecture 4 we are talking about lecture 4. Okay. Page number 57 and lecture 4 we are talking about. See, yesterday we have done, suppose find the zero of polynomial. Find the zero of polynomial. P of x is equal to 2a plus 3. 2a plus 3. Here a is a variable. Following me? Here a is a variable. P of x is equal to 2a plus 3 means here a is a variable. So what do we find by using this zero of polynomial in this P of x is equal to 2a plus 3, sir, means a value we find because here variable is a. Following? Here variable is a. Therefore, what do we write here? 2a plus 3 equal to 0. 2a plus 3 equal to 0. So 2a equal to, if plus 3 comes here, it will become minus 3. So a equal to minus 3 by 2. A equal to minus 3 by 2. So this is the zero of polynomial. So in terms of zero of polynomial, what do we find? This is the thing we find. Okay, unknown variable we find. Almost okay. Next, we have a relation between zeros and coefficients. First of all, the standard form of polynomial. The standard form of polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. Yes or not? The standard form of polynomial is what? ax square plus bx plus c. And I'm talking about the zeros I'm telling. So in this polynomial, particularly in polynomial, we always take alpha comma beta or alpha beta and sometimes gamma. Okay, alpha beta and gamma. Okay, are zeros of zeros, zeros of polynomial. Following? Alpha, beta, gamma are the zeros of polynomial. See, the standard form of polynomial is what? Means ax square plus bx plus c. And what is this standard form ax square plus bx plus c? Means quadratic polynomial, you say. What do you say? Quadratic polynomial. Sir, why we are telling this as a quadratic polynomial? Quadratic means whose degree is 2. Whose degree is 2. Here see, the highest degree of a given polynomial is 2. As the highest degree of a given polynomial is 2, we call it as a quadratic polynomial. And quadratic polynomial, we always take alpha, beta, gamma as a zeros of polynomial. I already told you what are the zeros. Zeros are nothing but roots of the given polynomial. Roots of the given polynomial. Suppose, sir, what is actually roots of the given polynomial? See, we one example I'll take. One example. Suppose if equation 2x square plus 2x plus 1 is there. X square plus 2x, see the concept, see you understand the concept. X square plus 2x plus 1 is there. We have to find the zeros of the given polynomial. Suppose p of x is equal to P of x equals to x square plus 2x plus 1 is there. We have to find the zeros of the polynomial. To find the zeros of the polynomial, we have two methods. One method is factorization method. Understand? One method is what? Factorization method. What is factorization method, sir? Means we have to multiply. Suppose if I just take x square plus 2x plus 1 more. X square plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0, suppose. Now we will multiply the first coefficient of x square and the last constant number. We will multiply the coefficient of x square and constant number. What do you get? See, 1 ones are 1. 1 ones are 1. Now we have to take the factors to this one in such a way that the taken factors, whatever the factors we have took, that factors either by adding or by subtracting, it must be equal to middle number. It must be equal to middle number. So this is what process I am telling. Shortcut method directly. X square plus 2x plus 1, we have shortcut method. I'll tell you that. First process I am telling. So first number and last constant number we need to multiply. So 1 ones are 1. So this one, we have to take the factors in such a way that those factors either by adding or by subtracting, it must be equal to middle number. So 1 can be written as 1 1 the 1. No? Following. So 1 plus 1 will become the middle one number 2. What I said, whatever the factors we are taking, and those factors either by adding or by subtracting, it must be equal to middle number. Yes or not? This must be equal to middle number. So I just write in place of 2x. In place of 2, I just write 1 plus 1 into x plus 1 equal to 0. Just see, observe here. In place of this 2, I am writing the factors which I have taken before. Okay, which I have taken before. See, here 1 is 1 ones are 1 I have taken. For 1, factors have taken as 1 into 1. So by adding, it is equal to middle number. So in place of this middle number 2, 1 plus 1 I have taken. Right? Now x square plus this 1 into x is, multiply this because bracket is there, no? 1 into x is x, 1x. Again 1 into x is 1x. Okay, and this plus 1 is there, no? This plus 1 equal to 0. Equal to 0. Now in this 2, if you observe what are the common terms, what are the common terms in this 2? Only x is the letter which is common in between the two terms. Okay, so I just write here x plus 1 I write in bracket. See, x into x will become x square and this x into 1 will become 1x. As I am taking x plus 1 here, the next thing also here, next form also, x plus 1 must be taken. X plus 1 must be taken. And what is the other, what are the other terms? Another two terms we have x plus 1. So if I multiply it 1 into x, 1x, 1 ones are 1. Okay. Now here x plus 1, 2 times are there, no? Only 1 time we have to take. So x plus 1 into, and this x and this plus 1. X plus 1 equal to 0. So what are the possible zeros? This x plus 1 equal to 0. Again this x plus 1 equals to 0. Which is x equal to, if plus 1 comes here is minus 1. X equal to, if plus 1 comes here is minus 1. Therefore, what are the zeros? We can say factors, but here we call it as a zeros in terms of polynomial. So this minus 1 comma minus 1 are the zeros of the polynomial. This is the one of the method to find the zeros of a given equation or given polynomial, not equation, given polynomial. Okay, but what is the another method to find this problem? Okay, what is the another method we have is, see, another method to find the zeros. Another method to find the zeros is x equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, x is equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. This formula we'll use to find the zeros of the given polynomial. Even whatever the polynomial, like polynomial is there no here, b of x equal to x square plus 2x plus 1. We can apply this method, by applying this formula also you will get the same zeros for the given polynomial. So, sir, when do we use this one? When do we use this one? Okay, we use this factorization method only when there is a possibility of possibility of what by taking the factors it must be equal to, okay, either by adding or by subtracting it must be equal to middle number s. So by taking see whatever the factors I have taken, by adding it is equal to middle number. Okay, but some quadratic polynomials will be there. In that there will be not possible of getting factors like this. If we get the factors also, either by adding or by subtracting, they cannot become equal here. Are you following? They cannot become equal. When they cannot become equal, the problem cannot be solved or proceeded forward. Understand? So at that time, we use this formula to find the factors. What my point? Once again, I am explaining because it is very important. See, factors are zeros, both are same. Whatever the factors you are finding or zeros you are finding, both are same. Okay, but see, it depends upon the quadratic polynomial. Either we have to take the factors method or this formula using. So applying this formula, any type of quadratic polynomial will get the zeros. But here, this factorization method only we have to apply. But sometimes the factorization does not possible. Like example, suppose if I take x square plus 3x plus 1 I have taken. What I am taking? X square plus 3x plus 1. Okay. Just see x square plus 3x plus 1. So we have to find the zeros for this polynomial. Okay. X square plus 3x plus 1. Suppose if I want to apply this factors method, okay, apply this factors method, what I have to do, this first number and last number I need to multiply. 1 into 1 is 1. Okay, I have to take the factors. Okay, what are the possible factors are there? I will take here 1 is only the thing, 1 is the only thing which is possible for 1. Okay, but either by adding or by subtracting it is not equal to middle number. Are you getting my point? If 1 plus 1 cannot become 2 and 1 minus 1 also cannot, 1 plus 1 cannot become 3, 1 minus 1 also cannot become 3. Is it? So 1 plus 1 cannot become 3, 1 minus 1 also cannot become 3. That means here factorization method is not possible to solve the problem. Are you getting my point? Factorization method is not possible. Here it is possible. Why it is possible? Because I see any of the thing it must be satisfied. Either by adding or by subtracting it must be equal to middle number. Here 1 plus 1 means by addition I got satisfied the middle number. But here see it is impossible because for 1 only the factor exists 1 into 1. Find those factors, okay, or by adding or by subtracting they cannot become equal to middle number. So how to find the zeros here? How to find the zeros means using this formula. Okay, using this formula we find the zeros for the means possibility is not there, but we'll find what very congestedly we'll find the values. Okay, possibility, when possibility is not there also, how to find out the zeros? This is by using this formula. Okay, we can find out the zeros using this formula. Simply, if there is a factorization method is possible for the given polynomial, then it is very easy to go for the factorization method. Okay, by factorization method it is easy to to get the zeros of the given polynomial. But by factorization method, if the zeros of polynomial does not exist, it exists means it will satisfy the conditions. What are the conditions it must satisfy? Either by adding or by subtracting the factors of a given number must be equal to middle number. Either it is possible. So I have applied, I got the zeros minus 1 comma minus 1 comma minus 1. But coming to here, if you see x square plus 3x plus 1. 1 into 1 is 1. The factors for 1 is 1 1 is 1. Either by adding or by subtracting not equal. So what do? We don't leave that problem. No. We don't leave that problem. So we cannot say that factors does not exist for this given polynomial. It must be exist. But there will be some other formula. What is that other formula? This is the formula. Understand? So how do we find service? We can find like this. See, we compare whatever the given equation is there. compare with ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, compare with ax square plus bx plus c. If you compare with ax square plus bx plus c, a becomes 1. See, just compare these coefficients. B becomes 3 and c becomes 1. A becomes 1, B becomes 3, C becomes 1. Now you apply this x is equals to. Okay, now you apply in this formula x is equal to what is the formula? Minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is the formula, no? Now b means what? 3. Minus b means it will become minus 3 plus or minus root b square. B means what? 3. It will become 3 square minus 4. A means what? 1. A means 1. C means what? 1 by 2a. What is a? A again 1. Okay, minus 3 plus or minus root 3 square is nothing but 9 minus 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4. 4 by 2 ones are 2. So here minus 3 plus or minus root 9 minus 4 is 5, 5 by 2. Okay, so minus 3 plus or minus 9 minus 4 is how much? 5. 5 by 2. So here this is nothing but x is equal to no. So 2 zeros we need to get because here highest degree is 2. See, number of zeros is depends upon the highest degree of the given polynomial. Here the highest degree is 2 means 2 zeros will get. Suppose if the given polynomial is in the highest degree is 3, then 3 zeros will exist. Are you following? If suppose x square is there, x square means the degree of this polynomial is 2. As the degree of this polynomial is 2, only 2 zeros exist. Only 2 zeros exist. If the degree of the polynomial is 3, then 3 zeros will exist. Understand? So here 2 zeros will be possible. Now x is equal to what are they saying? Minus 3 plus or minus is there, no? Plus or minus means one is plus minus 3 plus 5 by 2 and one is minus 3, this minus root 5 by 2. These are the zeros. See, conjustedly we found the zeros. This is the easy method to find the zeros. Okay, this is the easy method to find the zeros of the given polynomial. But to this conjustedly we have applied the formula. Conjustedly we found the zeros. Like the values have come in terms of roots. Getting my point? Okay, come on, copy this. Copy first. Okay, so ax square plus bx plus c is an quadratic polynomial. Okay, the very important thing we have to learn from here. The very important thing. What is that very important thing means? See, actually, sum of the roots, product of the roots we have, because totally depends upon that. We have, this total lecture and polynomial chapter depends upon the sum of the roots and product of the roots. Okay, so here ax square plus bx plus c is an quadratic polynomial. So suppose if alpha comma beta are the zeros, if alpha comma beta are the zeros of p of x, suppose that this is p of x equal to alpha comma beta are the zeros. Okay, then sum of the zeros, okay, sum of the zeros means alpha plus beta, because we have taken alpha and beta are the zeros. Okay, so alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. This is the formula, because ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic polynomial, right? So in that, if alpha comma beta are the zeros, so sum of the zeros alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. Product of the zeros, okay, product of the zeros alpha beta equal to c by a. See, this will be taught by your teacher also, but how this has come, that knowing is very important. Okay, this will be taught by the teacher also, because see, if ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is an ax square plus bx plus c is an quadratic polynomial, alpha comma beta are the zeros, then whose sum of the zeros will become minus b by a, and product of the zeros is c by a. This will be taught by everyone, okay, who knows maths. But how actually this have come? Okay, so this further what I am doing, see here, x is equal to, what is the formula I have taken? What is the formula I have taken? Minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a I said. Okay, x is equal to find the factors. See, to find the zeros. Okay, when if factors method, zeros, finding the zeros is very easy. But in terms of factors method, zeros are not possible. We have to use this formula to find the zeros I said here. I explained one example also. Okay, so using this formula, I'll find out. See, let alpha equal to, see, minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2, you know. Let alpha equal to minus b plus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Because plus or minus is there, no. So alpha I am taking as a plus, and beta I will take it as minus. So b square minus 4ac by 2a. Following, see, alpha I am taking it as plus, minus b plus root b square minus 4ac by 2a, and beta I am taking as minus b minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now sum of the zeros means alpha plus beta, you know. Sum of the zeros is nothing but what? Alpha plus beta. Okay, so alpha plus, what is alpha? Alpha we have taken as minus b plus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Plus is there, no? Plus you keep. Now what is beta? Beta is nothing but minus b minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, sum of the zeros. Alpha beta is nothing but what? Sum of the zeros. Now if you see this denominator, LCM is 2a only. See, both the denominators are 2a. Right? So 2a, 2a. Now already 2a is there, means numerator will be written as it is. Right? Minus b plus root b square minus 4ac plus of minus b minus root b square minus 4ac. Okay, short form you want means what? Directly 2a is there, minus b plus b minus b. Now plus of and minus is there, cancel over answer. That is the short form. But that's just process I'm explaining, you see. Minus b plus root b square minus 4ac. Now minus into plus, minus b, plus into minus, minus b square minus 4ac by this 2a. Now we observe here plus root of b square minus 4ac minus root of b square minus 4a. One is plus sign, one is minus sign. This can be cancelled. Right? So what is here? Minus b and minus b. Both are minus terms. Remember, when both are minus terms, keep minus and add. Like, see, minus 2, minus 3. What is the value of minus 2 and minus 3? When both are minus signs, keep minus and add. This is the 12. Understand? When both are minus signs, keep minus and add. So here minus b and minus b will become minus 2b by this 2a. Okay, this numerator 2 and denominator 2 cancel. Answer will be minus b by a. Understand? So what is this minus b by a? Sum of the zeros. Alpha plus beta. Sum of the zeros equals to minus b by a. Are you following? Then what about the product of the zeros? We don't have space. Okay. Product of the zeros. I just try to write here. Alpha into beta. Okay. See here, sum of the zeros alpha plus beta is minus b by a. We have proved this one. Here we have proved this one. Then let us see what is alpha into beta. Because product of zeros. So what is alpha? Alpha means minus b plus root b square minus 4ac by 2a into is there no here? Into minus b. Beta is nothing but minus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. If you observe here, this is a and this is b, and this is a and this is b. So what is the formula? See, a plus b into a minus b. Following? A plus b into a minus b. See, a means minus b, b means root of b square minus 4ac. Here also b means root of b square minus 4ac, you know. So what is the thing? What is the formula we can apply? Is a plus b into a minus b. What is a plus b into a minus b? A plus b into a minus b means a square minus b square. Can I write? A square minus b square. Can I write? Now see, a square means minus b whole square minus b square. B is nothing but root of b square minus 4ac, no? So b square means root of b square minus 4ac whole square. Right? By how the multiplication of two fractions can be done? Like fraction I am taking because numerator, denominator. So denominator must be multiplied. 2 2s are 4. A into a is a square. A into a is a square. Now square and root get cancelled. No? Square and root will be cancelled. Minus b whole square means minus b into minus b. Minus into minus plus b into b is b square only, no? Are you following? Minus into minus is plus, b into b is b square. So this can I write as b square minus of what is the left? B square minus 4ac by 4a square. Clear? Now b square here minus here no sign is there means plus will be there. Minus into plus minus b square minus into minus plus 4ac by 4a square. Okay, now plus b square minus b square cancel. What is the left? See, 4ac by 4a square is the left. 4 and 4 will be cancelled. In a square, two terms will be there. No, a into a. 1a will be cancelled. What is the answer? C by a. C by a. See, sum of the zeros, what I told? Alpha plus beta. If alpha comma beta are the zeros, means sum of the zeros is minus b by a, I told. Product of the zeros is c by a, I told. This I have proved. Sum of the zeros is minus b by a. Product of the zeros is c by a. This is the proof. Actually, We don't have the proofs in our regular class schools. Okay, this is the just what teachers will explain is this is the quadratic polynomial. Alpha comma beta are the zeros. Then sum of the zeros, product of the zeros. This is the formula. But where the how the formulas have developed, this is the okay, because we are learning IIT. IIT means proofs must be known. Okay, being an IIT student, how do you got this formula means at least we need to give some clarification. Okay, understand? So copy this, and tomorrow we'll discuss about regarding these problems regarding based on this formulas. Tomorrow we'll discuss the problems. Completed.